Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. I am the showstopper, Chava the Hero. This is the game, the Icon Jib. We have Road Dog, Bon Blanco Tyler, Mr. Ass himself, Roman Empire, and the little fucker,
the mascot, Swoggle.
Swoggle.
That's me.
Swoggle, I support you and your shit against Peter Dinklage.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Vince McMahon's illegitimate stepchild.
We'll go over it later.
okay. Cool.
It's a legit thing. Okay, why don't we talk about it now? It's wrestling news. So Hornswoggle has an issue with Peter Dinklage because Peter Dinklage made an issue with the Snow White movie that's coming out and how they casted dwarves. Obviously, played 7 dwarves.
Right.
And he's like, "Why do you have to cast dwarves as the seven dwarves?" And it's like, what the fuck do you mean? And so, Disney, they're like, because apparently, it got traction and shit.
Yeah.
So they made this big deal out of it.
Well, yeah, it's Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, and so Hornswoggle was like, we're going to reevaluate everything, blah, blah. Because the other thing, too, is who is it? Camila Cabello, I think she's playing Snow White. So I just remember they have a Hispanic woman playing her. And so that was part of his point. It's like, oh, you made great steps forward by having a Hispanic actress in a normally white role, but now you're gonna just have dwarves as dwarves, and so then they're reevaluating who they're gonna have as that, right? Mm-hmm. And then Hornswoggle was like, "Fuck you!" Like you can toss it is hard for people like my type of people, people with a dwarfism to have jobs, especially in entertainment. I got lucky and I was a part of WWE. That's what I always wanted to do. But now you just cost 7 guys their job.
Yeah, and he would talk about literally this is the role I was made to be in. He's like, why would you not allow us to fulfill the role?
Yeah.
What's the whole point?
Yeah, it's funny. This is 3 or 4 weeks ago. I don't remember when we saw it. We're at the gym, and I was like, "Fuck, was it Fox or was it CNN?" I look up. I was like, "Oh fuck, it's Hornswoggle."
I was like, "Look, it's Hornswoggle."
And then we started reading, and it's like, "What the fuck?" And so I looked it up, and yeah, that was the thing. He had fucking beef right now with Peter Dinklage.
Damn, they just gotta hash it out, bring up the ring, put some boxing gloves on. We just gotta hash it out.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you solve disputes? That's how you solve disputes.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it'd only be half the match, but...
Shut up.
Figuratively or literally.
I'd rather not say.
But to be fair, the one of the best matches in WWE was Hornswoggle against El Torito.
Oh, yeah.
In the WLC match.
I still can't believe that's Mascarita Dorada.
Yeah.
This whole time, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's him. I didn't know either.
You just fly.
Yeah.
Fly. But still, that's a match we need to have. Best pre-show match ever.
And the best match of that card.
Actually, really? Did you look at that card recently?
Fair, hold on there, buddy.
No.
Do you want to look at the card?
Yeah, what TLC was it? Do you remember what year that was?
2011, I think.
Oh, dude.
I just remember...
Was it 20?
Yeah.
I'm bad with
I was going to say 2013, 2014.
I just remember that... it might be 2012. Yeah.
Hornswoggle versus El Dorito.
Yeah. El Dorito.
El Dorito.
You're the man.
All right, I think that's a gimmick we could throw somewhere.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I mean... anyways, so I just remember everybody hated that card because it was the build up to Cena versus Rock, I think, and they got booed during their match. They had a tag team match or something.
That was the pre-show to Extreme Rules 2014.
Oh,
damn!
It wasn't even TLC.
TLC.
What was that fucking card?
It was just the WLC for whatever shits and giggles.
No, they had a feud going.
Well, that was right after Punk left.
It's Rusev versus R-Truth and Xavier Woods. Paige versus Tamina for the Divas title. Bray Wyatt versus Cena in a cage match.
Damn.
Big E and Barrett for the IC belt. Shield versus Evolution. This is actually a pretty good fucking card. What?
Not as good as their pre-show match.
That pre-show's probably.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna have to take a trip down WWE lane.
Cesaro versus Rob Van Dam versus Jack Swagger in a triple threat.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch. That'll be a good video later on.
Oh, you know what this was? This was the pay-per-view after WrestleMania 30.
Yeah.
This was the pay-per-view that Daniel Bryan had both those belts, and he actually went and feuded with Kane for the belt.
Is that where he had like his hemp belt or whatever?
No.
No.
This is before.
That's way.
This is when he had to
That's the
be
second time.
forced to drop the belts because of concussions or neck issues.
neck injury. Yeah.
Neck injury. Literally months after he won.
All right. Well, let's get to what we're actually gonna talk about. Because now I went to.
Talking about TLC 2014.
Well, not right now. Not right now. That'll be a separate video. That, entirely dedicated to that paper.
We'll have to watch it. We'll have to watch it.
Yeah, we'll have to watch that.
We'll have to have Banda get his reaction on that.
Yeah. But no surrender this weekend.
Oh man.
Oh, the better pay-per-view. We're starting off strong.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
gonna start strong because
It
we're
was
gonna spend a
so
long
good.
time talking shit.
It was so good.
It kept me engaged. I was very surprised.
Yeah, like every match was like well thought out. The people that like went against each other that had matches, everything was believable story wise.
Oh yeah.
And I mean to end the night off with the brand versus brand. Icing on the cake, man.
I know we just talked about how the best pre-show match of the ever, but we didn't watch the pre-show, so we missed like 2 matches. I can go over them quickly.
Yeah, because I didn't watch the show,
So we
and
had
I don't really know what happened at the show. So
That's unfortunate.
yeah, you have to go through.
I'm gonna have to be walked through it, but once I remember the match.
pre-show match. We had
I know you didn't watch it.
X Division champion Trey Miguel, Ricochet 2.0 versus John Skyler.
Nope, we didn't watch that. Right?
No, we didn't watch any
We
of
didn't
it.
watch
It's
any
all
of that.
pre-show stuff.
We were getting food probably.
I'm sure. So basically, what happened is Trey Miguel hit his Schmediora to win.
That's Meteor.
Yeah, so good old Schmediora. Then we moved. They had Tennille Dashwood versus Havoc from Decay.
Yep.
It was just 2 women going at it,
Yeah.
not wrestling styles.
Yeah.
But basically, Havoc wins with a Tombstone Piledriver.
Ooh, okay.
So that was not a bad match, I'm sure. Then we get to the actual card. We start off with the X Division Championship number 1 contenders match.
Yep.
Between Chris Bay, Ace Austin, Jake Something, and Mike Bailey.
I was in and out of this match. I didn't watch it fully.
Dude, the multi-man spots were insane in this match. I remember Jake Something, just because he was so big, he was the bigger guy, he would carry people. But then you have people like Ace Austin, Chris Bay just coming in and just... So he would, I forgot who he had in a follow-away slam, so he had him up like in the World's Strongest Slam type of position. And then one of them literally come from the top rope, like off camera, mind you, drop kicks him. So basically the person he had on, he takes, Jake Something falls on his back, and he basically lands on him in a crossbody. Beautiful near fall. Beautiful near fall. Do you guys remember what else happened in that match? I just remember that spot. And then
I forget what I was doing.
they had a Tower of Doom spot
They did.
where I forgot who it was. I know Jake Something was the one carrying the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a lot. They had a lot of like multi-man spots,
Dude.
They did.
where it was just like super kick into suplex or like and then pin. You know what I mean? Like just something like that. I mean, there was a ton of them, but everything was well coordinated. Didn't they go up on the stage, the ramp?
I don't think so.
I don't remember 100%.
I don't remember. What I do remember is eventually Jake Something was outside. I think he was either Ace Austin or Bay that actually did a senton to the outside. They start to get back up, and then the other one comes in, and like they were all doing spots like basically over the rope at the same time.
Yeah,
And eventually to get all 4 guys out there, I thought that was really cool because they would get back up, take the bump, get back up, take it again, get back up. Fucking the crowd was on fire for this match. Good opening match. Very
Yeah.
good.
very high energy.
Oh, yes. Let's see. So basically, Jake Something does the he called it Into the Void, his finisher,
Yeah.
which I thought was a badass name. But it's basically a modified black hole slam that Abyss did. But it's like a sit down. He kind of sat down and do it. But it looked gnarly. He did it to who did he do? To Ace Austin, and he basically won the match.
So he doesn't get a drawing and then discard the end of turn.
Yeah, just got to his hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna make that joke. I didn't do it. Yeah,
And
it's a +1.
Nerd humor.
yeah,
Here.
yeah. That's for Colin.
Yeah, that's for Colin.
Yeah. So yeah, Jake Something picks up the win, so he's now number 1 contender for Trey Miguel's X Division title.
That'll be a good match.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get that match.
He's had the belt for a while, I'm pretty sure.
Who did he win it from?
I thought he won it from Eighth Austin. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so. That
I
sounds
can
about right.
I can look
That's
it up while we
100%
move
right.
on to
That sounds
the next.
about right.
Match.
We'll go on to the next match. This was definitely a Haas match. We had Jonah, formerly known as Bronson Reed in NXT, going against Black Taurus, Roman's guy.
Oh, I like Black Roman.
That's Roman.
That match was good.
It was a good match.
I was shocked. Well, I mean, I guess I've never seen a Black Taurus match, but this guy, he's huge. Like he's a stocky guy, but this guy flies.
He can move.
He can move. Well, Jonah can too. I watched Jonah in NXT.
He's definitely got better though.
You think so?
I
He's
think
been,
so. Oh,
he's
he's
been-
the same. He's just
He's been that
he's
good.
been that good.
he's
been
just
that
never
good.
got better.
They just misused him. No, the thing is, he's been good.
But he's never been that good.
He was
Like he hasn't improved since.
I'm sure he probably has, but what I mean is like he hasn't been.
he was
He hasn't been in the limelight like how he should have been.
Oh no.
That's what. So he didn't really have the opportunity to show off his skills. But I always knew Jonah was good.
Okay.
He was always good. So these guys just went balls to the wall, basically.
Yeah, a lot of big spots. Like people, they were jumping off of like ropes, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they were doing cruiserweight stuff.
Yeah.
They were doing cruiserweight spots.
Some big old slams too.
Oh yeah. Remember how the match ended? Jonah goes up to the top rope, and you gave the quote of the night. That's a mini fridge.
No,
fly. It was a refrigerator. You
Yeah.
said.
No, you ever seen the washing machine fly?
Oh, yeah.
He's not big enough to be a refrigerator, but just like the way that he jumped, it looked like if he tossed a washing machine out.
And you just see this guy. There's no way this guy should be in the air the way he was.
He floated straight.
Dude.
It was good. I do remember that.
And then he landed right on Taurus. I'm sure Taurus was just like, oh. But anyways,
man.
Jonah does pick up the win after that big old splash. Man, would have been nuts if he went to the tape.
Yeah.
That would
To go back, so Josh Alexander had it, and he did option C, so he vacated to have a chance at the world title. And then
Christian was champion.
yeah, and then they did a triple threat for the winner, and it was Trey Miguel with El Fantasma and Steve Macklin. How's that? Bound for Glory.
Steve Macklin. He's different.
He's good.
He's different.
It's good, man.
He's different.
He
But,
just did.
I like him. It's a different gimmick.
It's not Trey Miguel match. He flew out of the ring.
Yeah.
He's different. He's built different.
Man.
Dude, he pushed out of the cannon.
All right, we'll move on to the next match here. We had Eric Young take on Jay White.
Dude, that was
These guys had clinic.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Like this, if the first two matches didn't really catch you, this match caught your attention for sure.
Yeah, just two veterans of the game.
Dude, would you have ever thought that Eric Young would ever face Jay White in a ring, just in a wrestling ring in general? These guys, I'm surprised we didn't get too much interference from Bullet Club or even by design. It was a pretty straightforward, clean cut match, honestly, for the most part. I was very surprised to see that.
Yeah.
besides it being nuts.
All I remember is it being up.
Dude,
I don't
it was
remember
good match.
the
I was like a lot of the spots. I know there was that Eric Young powder over on the apron. He did that to Jay White.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Like that was a good spot, but like everything else was just like wrestling match. Like it was good.
Yeah.
Jay White's a really good wrestler.
Oh, yeah. He for
Great.
sure is a great wrestler.
He went to the dojo.
Yeah.
I remember they did some like fast spots, some fast strikes, and I'm sure that's definitely from the New Japan style.
Oh, it was a chop off.
yeah,
yeah.
no, they did have.
Yeah, they did the
Yeah.
fucking gnarliest chop
Well,
off. I've ever
it's
seen.
because Eric Young's chest was like bleeding at one point.
Yeah, dude, they were just chopping and chopping and
What,
chopping.
was it Eric Young or Jay White where the other one chopped him and they literally had to leave the
Jay
ring,
White.
That was
catch
Jay
their
White.
breath, and come back in to continue the chop?
That was Jay White.
Yeah, Jay White rolled out and said, "Whoo, nope."
He said that. And then he got back in. He was like,
I
oh,
was like, that was a good spot.
He didn't like that.
No, he put some stank on that chop too. I remember.
Yeah, he came in, hit Eric Young. Eric Young hit him back, and he rolled out of the ring. He's like, "Well, hold on."
Yeah, no, Eric Young ain't one to. Well, now I see. He ain't one to mess around with chops. Dude. He's like, you want chop? I'll chop.
Yeah, no, they definitely put on a clinic. It was nice.
Oh hell yeah. But anyways, Jay White sets. I feel like the right person won here. Jay White does the Blade Runner, which is basically his finish, and pins
Yeah.
Eric Young 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they kept reversing it too.
They did. That was kind of the story.
They
of the
did
whole
a
match.
lot of nice grapple, like escape move or whatever.
Yeah, because Eric Young kept trying to put the DDT on him.
Yeah, and it was just like a reverse to reverse to reverse, and
Yeah.
it was really nice. A lot of chain grappling.
Oh, for sure. So after this, we actually had a promo. Ace Austin in the back.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to recruit Mike Bailey.
Yep.
Because basically, who was it? Trey Miguel. He was going to have a tag match with Trey Miguel and Jake something on Thursday. It was kind of leading up for continuing booking, which is super nice. And basically, he comes up to Mike Bailey and it's like, hey, talking shit about it. What? Yeah, they were talking shit about you. You should team up with me so we can teach them a lesson. Even though that's completely not what they said. So I'm curious to see where that goes.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm excited to see Madman Fulton wrestle. I feel like he just like sits behind like Ace Austin most of the time, you know.
Yeah, I mean, well, right now that's his role. He's a heater.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but still.
Yeah, I mean, he's good when he goes. When I saw him live, it was great because it was a Fall Count Anywhere match.
Cool.
It was really fucking cool.
If you didn't know about Madman Fulton, he's a huge Pokemon.
Is he?
He's a Pokemon fan.
Oh damn! I could have talked about that. I just had that one picture with him.
Cool.
He's a
Yeah.
Pokemon
He's all aggressive, and I'm here like,
fan.
yeah, it's great. I
So-
love it.
We had that little promo go on. And then after that, we get back to the ring. And then the Deonna Purrazzo match, where it's basically an open challenge. It's like she doesn't know her opponent till that day. She doesn't know what belt she's defending.
No.
She's double champion.
Well, what's the name of that channel?
The champ challenge.
Yes. It's just
I don't
Champ
know.
I know.
I think that's such a stupid.
It is.
But anyways,
But you gotta say it.
Champ.
just triple C's. Yes.
No.
Anyways.
Anyways.
So Deonna Purrazzo comes out to defend her belts, and we get Miranda Alize. I don't know if anybody knows about her, but she
Yeah.
ended up being, I think, Thunder Rosa's tag team partner and Lucha Underground. That's who she ended up being. But she comes out and she actually finds out that she's defending the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. That's where Miranda's like, and I don't remember this match either. Honestly, this is probably the one match I probably would have forgot about. It happened, and it was a thing.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it was just giving Deonna a reason to defend either one of the belts.
Just to wrestle.
That's it. Well, defend the belts.
Yeah,
Because it was what? It was for the Ring of Honor titles.
the Ring of Honor Women's
What
belt.
she chose. Yeah.
But it was kind of cool. I mean, they come out, and then the referee kind of shows them both belts, and it's like, which one you want? She's like, that one.
It was a good concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was probably an okay match. I just don't remember much
I
of it
don't
either.
know much of this match at all.
I just remember the crossface and she tapped.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the reason we don't remember this match too much is because we had 3 matches that were just back to back and just insanity.
Well,
And then
I feel like we have a hard time remembering the entire pay-per-view because then we watched Elimination Chamber right after it and we were just extremely disappointed.
Yeah.
oh, dude,
We'll get into that.
the swap.
Next
Well,
match.
but to kind of go on top of that, when we watched the other Impact pay per view, what was that? Was that Sacrifice or what was
That's Hard to Kill.
Hard to Kill. Yeah, it was tough to remember everything because like everything was so good and it was so like there was a lot of intensity, there was a lot of really good spots. Like overall, like
Is
Impact
that
was
an
working.
issue or is that us?
I mean, I don't know, maybe a little bit of both.
I think it's just a lot of information to like
A lot of things to see, a lot of
Yeah,
information
to take in.
Yeah.
Interesting. That could be a topic on its own.
Yeah, because one thing that like WWE does is like they have, and AEW does it too. They have pretty good pacing between
Oh,
each
yeah.
match.
Mhm.
So like they'll have like a slower paced match going between like something that's gonna be wild and crazy.
Yeah.
So when like the slower paced match you're not gonna remember, but you'll remember the main like attraction like after that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So I think that's probably what happened. I mean, honestly, all in all, it was a really good card. I would still recommend it.
Well, Deonna wasn't going to lose. So.
No.
I mean, that's kind of probably why, too.
Yeah, that's probably also.
She will lose soon. We'll get into that later.
She was big 4. So after this, we had the Digital Media Championship match. We had Matt Cardona defend his belt against Jordan Grace. Why do I remember this?
it was a great,
It was actually a good match. Because in this match, the story was Matt Cardona's morality. So he was basically turning heel.
Yeah.
In this,
Yeah.
he showed little hints of being heel when he won the belt back in what was it? Was it a random episode on Impact?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Basically, where he used the chair on Jordan Grace while the referee wasn't looking and got the W that way after he was finished. So Jordan Grace came out a whole. She was pissed. She was like, "What the hell? I thought I knew you, Matt, but I don't know you." So the ring bells and Jordan Grace just starts wailing on Matt Cardona, and I'm shocked, dude. She's short. I don't know how tall she is, but Cardona's like 6'4", 6'5". So imagine, like, she's like what? She was like a little over 5 feet, no?
5'2".
5'2", something like that. Just wailing. I mean, she is thick mama pump, so she picked him up. So I mean, her picking him up made sense. I was like, yeah, she do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Whatever. But basically, Matt Cardona cheated to win again this match.
5'3".
Thank you.
That was close.
Man, she's short. Holy fuck.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the first thing you said when they came out. Both of you said it. I think you're like, damn, she's short.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's barely taller than the ropes.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah. Britt McIntyre.
Yeah, he's pretty much almost a foot taller. He's 6'2".
See? Oh my god.
That's not.
I will say this: Jordan Grace's suplexes are amazing.
Yeah.
Those freaking vertical suplexes, the German suplexes. She is a suplex machine.
She's a monster.
Yeah, no secret to like anyway, but like I love Jordan Grace. Like she's great. Like she's like my favorite female wrestler. Like she's wonderful. She can do anything. She's
Awesome.
yeah. And then Matt Cardona, again, no secret. I love Matt Cardona. I've said ever since like he was in WWE, I thought like I would always say he could be better than Cena. He could be at that level if given the opportunity to.
And then you got buried.
And then he got buried. And now look at him in the Indies though.
Yeah.
He's at that level.
Mhm.
He's won the digital media championship. He won the GCW title twice, once,
I don't remember.
something like that.
Something.
And now he's the NWA World's Champion, which is like top prestige, and I can't wait to see the rest of his run. In that, so his first defense is gonna be against Nick Aldis at the Crockett Cup.
So, since you were brown nosing him, Matt Cardona low blows Jordan Grace to pick up the W.
She got nothing there.
But she sold it.
Yes.
There was so much emotion in Jordan Grace's face that whole match. Like that kind of brought me into the match. Just the way she would like get pissed. Her facial expressions were really nice. Like they're really good. She does a really good job on that.
That could have some ulterior motives, but
I got two questions about this match. I just want your opinion. So first on yours, what was your opinion overall of the match?
to be honest, I felt like I liked the match. But I don't know. The thing about Cardona is I understand that he was like trying to turn heel. Like he was obviously like, I don't want to say like backstabbing, but he was definitely like put in a position where he was, you know, getting over on her in whatever way, you know.
Mhm.
Well, for the belt actually, that's
It was
what it
for the
was.
belt, yep.
So just because he wanted the belt, now he's petty and wants to keep the belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean that adds to the fuel. But overall, it was a good match. I felt like they both showed off their strengths. Obviously, Thick Mama Pump, she was just lifting and doing what she had to do. You know what I'm saying? She did throw him up over her head. So
Yeah, dude, just crazy.
pretty gnarly, pretty gnarly. And then he put on a show himself, so it was good. It was a good match. I did enjoy it.
Wasn't that technically your guys' first intergender match to watch that you guys have watched?
Oh, this man? This probably.
Yeah, him.
Probably.
You?
Probably.
You?
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch.
You've seen a bunch of them.
I feel like I've seen a couple, but none recently.
Maybe like back in the day.
Well, we're not talking intergender as in like man on man, like how WWE does it. No, we're talking about like one-on-one man versus
Male, female.
Yeah.
Maybe in the old days, like China.
Yeah, because China's the main.
Oh, I guess so. Chad.
Yeah, but
he beat Jericho for the title.
I know. I don't think I remember
Beth Phoenix
watching
to it. No.
She was in the Rumble.
Yeah,
She's in
Rumble.
Rumble,
Nia
yeah.
Jackson. Nia Jackson supposed to go against Randy Orton and like Ambrose at some point.
Yeah.
That never happened.
I don't know. I don't want to like commit and say that's my first ever, but
It's at least
it's
the
a
one you
in a
remember.
long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The next question, Banda. You didn't watch the card, and you don't know much about wrestling. So how do you feel about an intergender match?
don't really feel like it's the wrong thing to do, I guess, because I mean, if the story's good and if they're wrestling well and actually selling it, then that makes for a good match.
Would it be something you'd watch?
I'd watch it.
Okay, good, because like that's a big thing. Like Lucha Libre, that happened all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
I mean, Tessa Blanchard. No,
Yeah.
no, I have watched.
Oh yeah, Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah,
I
she
was
won
gonna
the belt.
say- yeah,
she
no.
won the world heavyweight
Never
title
mind.
for Impact.
Solve my issue.
That was fast.
I've seen the book.
But yeah, I think I've shown you guys like snippets, like
Yeah,
highlights.
I watched
I have seen the highlights of that. I literally watched like that was on TV.
Oh, then maybe.
Yeah, because I've sent highlights of the actual match itself. Because I told when she won it.
Yeah,
it
I've
was
seen
forever.
clips on like YouTube.
It was forever ago.
Okay, well, moving on.
On intergender matches though, there's a really good one you need to watch of MJ and Chris Statlander.
Oh,
It's really
I
good.
think you told me.
I did tell you about it.
because like the one before, the last one that I'd seen before like this happening
Yeah.
was Kylie Ray and Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That one was pretty good.
That's a good one too.
Omega versus 9-year-old girl.
That's a good match.
That's an intergender match.
And the intergender Candice LeRae match should be watched.
Right.
She bleeds.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She
Oh my
bleeds.
god,
She
that
bleeds.
Young Buck match.
She
So-
bleeds.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Yeah. So back in PWG,
I think so, yeah.
yeah. So Joey Ryan and Candice LeRae were a
Ah,
tag team called the what was it? The World's Cutest Tag Team. That was their name. And they went against the Young Bucks, and Nick Jackson, and they went in. They did a hardcore match, it was like a no disqualification. They got brutal, so they brought out the thumbtacks, right? Like any like Extreme Rules match.
Like
does.
most Extreme Rules
Yeah.
match.
But Matt brought out the fucking his wrestling boot that had the thumbtacks at the bottom, and he had one for Nick, and they super kicked her, and they fucked her up.
Just goosh, bro.
Yeah, like oh my god, it was
You like fruit gushers?
yeah.
Love
Yes.
fruit gushers.
Oh, that's what she looked like, like a fruit gusher.
Words of Amazing JR. Crimson Mask.
Yeah, it was. She was bloody. Yeah, that'll be something we'll watch eventually.
I'll look forward to it.
Yeah, we'll just put together of indie matches that we'll have on watch. We'll do this in sets. Benoit's coming up soon.
So after the digital media match, we actually had another backstage segment where Tasha Steelz was getting interviewed. I forgot. She basically was talking smack about she's gonna take the belt off Mickey James because that match is coming up soon in the card.
Yeah, she's #1 contender.
But the interview is not important in this segment. What's important in this segment is that the camera turns its attention over to the other side of the hall where Eddie Edwards got jumped.
Yep.
So Eddie Edwards got jumped. So now they found out that the main event match, we have to find a replacement
For Team Impact.
For Team Impact, because basically the main event is Team Impact versus Team Honor No More, which is Ring of Honor versus Impact. Basically, it's like a 5v5 match.
Yeah, it was 10-person match.
Yep, 10-man tag for main event. So that's kind of the story going throughout the rest of the card. After this, we actually go back to the ring, and we have the Impact tag titles on the line between the Good Brothers and God.
Man.
My God,
Man.
match of the night for me. I'm sorry,
It was a good match.
this was a stupid good match. So the match was great. Let's talk about the finish.
Yeah,
Let's talk about the finish.
Let's
So
get
that
to
I
the-
did watch.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you guys want to take it away? I've been talking a lot.
Good.
You watched it too.
I did.
What happened?
So, Bullet Club kicked out God
Basically,
from Bullet Club.
yes.
And you know who did it? JY.
Jay White,
Incredible.
give him the kiwi.
You know, the whole match, what did I say? Literally from beginning to the end. I was like, why is Bullet Club going against Bullet Club?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you guys blew it off. You're like, you know.
Well, I mean, the thing is, they've had like
I said it.
Kirby for like the
Yeah,
longest time.
I said it probably 8 times.
But they
But the
always
thing is,
do.
like,
They always
they've
do.
always been, they've
They've
had
always
beef
do.
the entire
Well,
time.
dude, I guess I did. I didn't know.
It was all over Twitter because the thing is, they were what happened is they started doing the Bullet Club gimmick like in TNA and AEW, and Jay White was like, "Don't do that, because Bullet Club's not over there, because you guys are in America, we're over here in New Japan."
Yeah.
And then now that they finally came over, they're like, well, "What are you guys doing?" That's why everyone's like, they wanted to have matches, like have beef with each other.
Yeah.
And they finally did.
And then,
Look what happened.
so they finally did have the match.
And basically,
They kicked him.
they kicked out JOD, but they replaced him with the Good Brothers.
Yeah. So basically, Chris Bay comes down to ringside while Gallows and Tonga are in the ring. Basically, what happens is Jay White sneaks up from behind while Chris Bay is kind of drawing the attention.
Distraction.
And basically Jay White hits the Blade Runner on Tama Tonga.
Which is the crazy thing, like now they've kicked out one of the founding members and replaced it with another
Founding member.
founding member's back.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Then they too sweeted above his body.
Yep. And they hit the Magic Killer on Tama Tonga afterwards and get the W and retain their tag belts. So I don't know if this story's over or not. I don't think it is.
No.
But we gotta have a rematch, right? Like,
Yeah.
At some point, I would.
what would we do? Like a cage match or something
What, for GOD?
for God and Good Brothers?
But I mean, if GOD's out, that means they're probably doing something, right? There's something else cooking in the...
Right, but that was a screwy finish. So wouldn't they run it back?
Yeah, but not as Bullet Club, obviously.
No, so they'd still be God.
I know, but there's going to be some. There's going to be a shift in something. I don't know quite what, but they're
well-
going to be different in some way.
Well, here's the thing. Again, they've been kind of teasing that whole Civil War of Bullet Club.
Ever since
So-
Kenny and the Bucks left, ever
Yeah.
since the Elite left, they kind of been doing that.
And so they kicked out the Elite, and then they even still had it after Evil joined. Because he talked shit about Jay White.
Evil did?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about this.
Yeah, Evil did. And because they always have the backstage interview,
Mhm.
and he said something about like he's like, yeah, I'll let Jay White keep thinking he's the leader when he's the leader. So we'll see what happens there. Fale's still there. He's the founding. He's like the one of the OG. It was him and Devitt.
Yeah.
So-
It was him, Devitt, Carl Anderson, and
Tama.
Yep. That was the original 3 or 4 members.
Yep. So we'll see what kind of happens there, but I feel we're going to continue on the Civil War of Bullet Club. Just now it's going to be spread across different promotions. And then the Bucks actually said something too, because like the whole thing recently has been like that they update their like Twitter bio and that has like news. And so on the Twitter bio they're like, we didn't like Tama anyways, it's fine. And then Tama responded, he's like, fuck you bitches.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter today because Jay White retweeted that like the whole finish to that match,
Mhm.
and he added the Young Bucks. He's at Young Bucks, and then they were in like the replies, new bio. I was just like,
Yeah.
There we
But
go.
like Jay White's been doing stuff on AEW, so we're gonna have that whole crossover.
yeah. And then whenever Kenny comes back, dude, that's gonna be nuts.
Forbidden revolving.
Revolving door, it's just over it.
Yeah. Well, what I'm excited for is gonna be Tag League this year. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like we could have the Good Brothers, we can have the Bucks, we can have God all in there and just fucking fight it all out.
Sure.
Hell, we could have, John Moxley and Bryan Danielson as a tag team.
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. I think they're gonna have that match first at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll probably lead up into
Does that
something.
happen in Revolution?
It might.
We can get into it when we get to AEW.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one more match.
There's 2 more matches.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because that was.
We have the TNA Knockouts not tag title. The TNA Knockouts belt. Mickey James versus Tasha Steelz.
They wrestled?
They wrestled
Yeah,
that night.
that match. Remember that?
This was kind of this was after the tag match, so I can tell we were kind of burnt out a little bit because that match was hype.
That was a lot.
That match was hype.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But basically, what ended up happening is Chelsea Green comes down trying to help Mickey James.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tasha Steelz' manager kind of helps with the interference, and Mickey James. It says here on the thing it's a bite. She fucking kissed.
Yeah, she kissed her.
She kissed Tasha
She
Steelz.
definitely kissed her.
And basically did her finish and retained the belt. So that
It was a kiss.
it was a kiss, but everybody's like, "It's a bite." I was like, "No,
No.
You know who the fuck did it?
You know who Mickey James is?"
You know how many women she's kissed?
But now, Chelsea Green's number 1 contender.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the whole story why Chelsea Green came out to help because he's like, "Mickey, if you retain, I'm next." She's like, "Yeah, you next."
Yep, she
You did.
She brown nosed it.
So now we're gonna get that match soon. Which was it you, Tyler, or was it Roman? One of you guys said it when we were watching it. It's like, what if it's a flip flop where how Mickey James was the insane one? What if it's Chelsea Green that's now the insane stalker on Mickey James? I don't remember which one of you said. What have you said?
Yeah, because he said that she was going to revert back to like hot mess.
Mhm.
I was like, I don't know. I don't know if that'll.
Because I think they're just gonna run back that storyline of the crazy fan where Mickey James had against Trish Stratus.
Yeah. Well, so here's the funny thing. WWE was going to do that exact same
I
thing
bet they were.
before they released them.
Wasn't it her and with Chelsea Green? I thought they were going to use Alexa Bliss and Mickey James was Alexa.
No, it was because Chelsea Green debuted and then she got hurt, and so then they had to stop. But that was the original plan for it, was to run it back, and now they're going to do it in Impact. Which I prefer it in Impact.
You're right.
Because it will probably be told way better.
Way better. And the wrestling would be better.
Yeah.
We hope.
I mean, the knockout style is going to be
Yeah.
So,
And it's Mickey James. And then Chelsea Green.
Yeah, I know.
super good. Super good.
I mean, who's best friends with Deonna Purrazzo probably wants that belt back.
Yeah.
Who knows? But Chelsea Green does the unprettier.
Yeah, dude.
That makes no
She's
difference.
the hot mess.
She does the kill switch, but it's called the unprettier.
I know.
Anyways,
Anyways.
Guess what's going on.
main event.
Oh,
Or no.
I'm sorry. We actually have another match.
Oh.
We have Moose versus W. Morrissey
Yeah,
for the
that was-
Impact World Title.
How did you get that? Like,
Dude, that card was stacked.
This card is stacked, bro. I forgot about this match.
That was a good match too.
it was a really good match. I feel like I said that about
I don't remember much about this match.
They're all
All
good.
good.
They're all good.
But Morrissey tried to do a fucking hurt.
Did he?
Or was
Yeah.
it Moose? That's right. No, Moose. Moose did a hurt round.
I think Moose did do it.
Yeah, it was Moose, my bad.
Use her.
But there was a lot of spears. Moose was just hitting Morrissey with these spears. It was like, what, 3 or 4 spears throughout the whole match?
Spears, big boots, like all the big
Oh, big
man
boots.
moves.
Dude, Morrissey should have a big boot as his finish, bro. That boot is nuts.
It just gets up.
Yeah, dude, he just gets the height on the boot, the elevation. The last person to have a good big boot like that was Test. I don't care what anybody tells me. The last person to have a good big boot like that was an athletic big man, was Test. And now Morrissey's doing it. I'm so happy. He just needs to do the pump handle slam.
We'll be good.
But anyways, after like the 4th or 5th spear, Moose retains the belt. Basically. Not a bad match. Yeah. He just can't tell. And then finally, we're at the main event. Here you go, Tyler.
Main event.
We got Rich Swann, Chris Sabin, Rhino, and Steve Macklin taking on Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, Kenny King, Vincent, and PCO. The guy that replaced Eddie Edwards was Willie Mack, Chocolate Thunder. So can I just say that the MVP in this match was PCO?
Dude,
This guy is insane.
I love
He's
PCO.
54 years old. You know how he starts off the match? He goes off the top rope and does a senton to the outside. What the hell? You're 54 years old. Protect PCO at all costs.
Oh my god.
He's so stiff.
he doesn't do his own, man.
Oh my god. And he gets back up like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's used to it. He's just
Oh.
After we're done talking match, I'll tell you something that I looked to recently about PPO.
Oh my god. But this match was just a big old mess. A mess of bodies being thrown everywhere. Big spots here and there. God damn, dude. What a way to end off the show, too, to be honest. Just to have a bunch of chaos in the ring, to be honest with you. But basically what happens here is Eddie Edwards does come back. But he hits Rich Swann on the head with a candlestick.
Yep.
And he turns on Team Impact and kind of reverts to his roots of Ring of Honor.
Everybody in Ring of Honor get a contract.
Everybody got a job!
yeah.
Everybody got a job.
Everybody got a job.
It was just job fair at Impact today. Damn, bro.
It was smart though. It's a good addition to their roster.
And to be honest, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really good pay-per-view. It was a really good pay-per-view. PCO got signed, bro!
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
But basically, I'm happy because they got him signed. Impact, yeah, the reason Impact is doing so well right now is because they have the same roster for I don't know how long. They've had it for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
And they're just the chemistry's there. They work so well together. that they can keep pushing out these good matches. But it is true they do need more faces in the company.
That makes sense.
So them signing those Honor No More guys, getting Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, that'd be a good tag team to have them running the ranks. PCO is just PCO. You got Vincent, the hippie. He looks different. He's just a character, which can now have too many characters. You gotta love the characters. And then you got Maria, another mouthpiece for anybody, honestly.
Yep.
True.
So, I mean, they picked up. So I'm happy for Impact. I'm pretty sure they're happy that they're getting paid. So I can't wait to see where they go.
That's true.
What did you guys think of that match?
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I liked it. I didn't understand that. I mean, I don't know much about Eddie Edwards, so that's probably why. But I mean, story time. Storytelling. That's all it is.
Yeah, Eddie Edwards has kind of been the their heart and soul of Impact ever since this whole rebrand.
Yeah.
So basically, think of John Cena, I guess, in a sense, or Mikey Whipwreck to a lesser degree, or Sami Zayn. Somebody that's a complete baby face. And everybody's like, no, he won't turn. He won't turn. Finally turned. Think Hulk Hogan to a higher. That's a high degree, but think something similar to that, where like he'll never turn. Then he finally turns, and everybody's just like,
What the fuck?
what? Basically.
He was the one that got his fucking orbital bone broken by Sami Callihan.
Yeah.
He did that all for Impact.
Yeah, but I didn't know that he was like the Ring of Honor, like before Impact type situation. I
Yeah.
don't know his history.
A lot of people in Impact came from Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Like Moose came from Ring of Honor. Who else came from Ring of Honor that's on there now? Eric Young, obviously. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley came from Ring of Honor.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
AJ Styles.
Joe.
I knew that.
Austin Aries.
Yep.
A bunch of guys that are Impact now. Even the Good Brothers probably had a little stint there because they were New Japan.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people came from there. So it makes sense. It's not like they're employing people that nobody's worked with. No.
Yeah.
But that was no surrender.
Great pay-per-view overall.
Oh, it's really good.
Then
Only $10 on Fight. That was a good $10 spent.
yeah, no, that's easy $10. I was gonna say, should we get fucking stupid ass bullshit? Forgot the name of the pay-per-view. Heat Chamber out of the way.
Yeah, let's just go through real quick. We
Good
don't,
shit.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I mean, you could go through each card if you want. We don't have to.
I think we should just go through the main event. Let's just dissect that.
Was it the Elimination Chamber the main event?
You want to go through the women's E-Chamber and
Yeah,
the men's E-Chamber?
let's go through the
Honestly,
chamber
honestly the women's E-Chamber match is better than the men's E-Chamber match.
That's how it was for the Rumble too.
Exactly.
Yeah, the women's Elimination Chamber actually. They
It was
actually
better-
wrestled.
It was better than
They actually wrestled.
because they didn't have Brock Lesnar in it.
Yeah, and Bobby
He
Lashley.
did, and he didn't eliminate the other 5 people.
Yeah, and they didn't have Bobby Lashley becoming injured.
But I mean, what do you expect? I mean, if you get locked in a fucking cage with Brock Lesnar, you think you're gonna survive?
Austin Theory did.
Yeah.
He thought.
He climbed.
He thought.
He thought.
He climbed away.
He did. He got Brock off.
Dude.
Bitch, he thought.
That F5 off the top of the pod.
It was okay looking.
Well, I mean, he had to catch himself regardless.
Yeah.
But let's just talk about how fast Brock climbed up.
Oh,
Dude, this is like, jeez,
Dude, he scaled that shit. He's
oh my nothing. That guy's superhuman, dude.
Dude, yeah, he's a monster.
that was
You know
incredible.
what's the funniest part?
Upper body strength.
Not only did he win the match, but the next night on Raw, he comes out in a cowboy hat.
Yeah, he's
My man.
Yep.
My man.
He's a cowboy.
Yeah, he finally gets to talk.
Yeah, he does
Yeah.
the thing.
That's true. Isn't that Pauline?
Tells silent jokes.
I'm down.
So here's my thing about that match, right? Like again, I've been saying it's like you do not need Brock Lesnar did not need to win the Royal Rumble to face Reigns. I mean,
No.
he just could. He did not need to win the WWE title to face Reigns at Mania.
Yeah.
It does not need to be a winner takes all match. Just have the match
Well,
and have Reigns win, and then it's all even. So the first time it's kind of a draw because Rollins won at Mania.
We cashed it.
He cashed in, but he won.
yeah.
Yep. And then Lesnar won. Now just have Reigns win.
No, the Reigns already did win, but then he had to drop the belt because he had leukemia. He was.
But he didn't beat Lesnar.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah, it was the Universal belt. Yeah, he beat
At
Lesnar.
Mania?
No. It was another pay-per-view, but he beat him for it. He
Well-
took his win back. I forgot what pay-per-view
Yeah,
it
well,
was.
that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about at Mania.
I guess.
So what I've understood is that since they're champ versus champ,
Yeah.
is that they're thinking that they're gonna get rid of the split brand split, so that way they can people on whatever shows.
And have
Because
you.
they'll just have that one belt,
That's what I thought too. If you're gonna have
like
one,
how it used to be.
Yeah, which is dumb.
But
I like
mean,
the brand split.
Brad Pitt's cool, but the thing is, like, they have Survivor Series, yeah, but like, how has that been doing? Like, it's okay.
They need to have Survivor Series, or they need to have the draft after Mania instead of before Survivor Series.
That would make sense. I guess.
Yeah. But that's the thing of it. The whole like brand splits, like when they did it in 2016, like it started off really good. They're showing off like other talent that hadn't been shown off. We're getting good bangers of matches, especially on SmackDown, and then just all like fizzled away. And that's the issue. It's like, yes, we can have one super card brand and everything, but like, why? You already have fucked up talent. You're just gonna show that talent twice a week now. The same like talent that you're gonna always see.
Well, now they can't because they released half the talent.
Yeah, but they still got fucked up people.
Yeah, I can still see the brand split, but I think like one like universal belt, and then you're like in the old
You give
times,
reason for people to show up like somewhere else.
Exactly. Like if one show's like lacking in ratings, guess what? Fucking champion versus whatever, and then boom.
But they won't do that. Here's what they'll do when
Well,
ratings,
we don't know. We know what they'll
what
do.
they do when ratings are down is they call John Cena, they call Stone Cold,
Call
they
Goldberg.
call The Rock, they
Yeah.
call anybody because they'll move a number. The problem with that is that's only a temporary boost and not a long-term boost. Their biggest issue is they can't build people.
They're not using the current
They
stars.
can't build
Yeah.
people.
We're on topic of Mania. So KO versus Austin.
Yep.
I don't know if it's happening. I don't think it's happening.
Honestly,
It's happening.
it'll probably happen. The thing is, it's probably just gonna be like a good match. Like it's not gonna be crazy enough.
It'll be Stone Cold.
It'll be like a Stone Cold match.
What we might get is a cinematic match.
Well, if it's at Mania, I feel like it's a Mania. Why would you?
Hager and AJ Styles had a cinematic match at
But-
Mania.
But that was
John Cena and Bray Wyatt had a cinematic match
But
at
that was
Mania.
without fans. Now they have fans back.
Yeah, that match.
Still.
That's the reason they had those cinematic matches because there's no
Okay,
fans.
then
Or 'cause
how about
they're
this?
old.
Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton had a cinematic match, and it was before pandemic.
That's because
Yeah,
That
now
was the first one.
That was the first cinematic match.
So
So I mean,
feel like Bray Wyatt had more like to do with that.
yeah, because it was because that was his gimmick. They wanted to be spooky, you know.
I don't see Stone Cold getting back.
And if he does, I
I
don't
just
think
don't
that
think-
match being good.
That's true. I feel like it'll be like squash match where they stun each other and they
Yeah.
just gets up and stumps. And
If it's something like when we had Cena against the Undertaker, like sure, why not?
Short, sweet to the
Like
point. Yeah.
literally like 2 minutes done.
Right.
Like just have KO get his shit in, have Austin do his comeback stunner,
I
done.
feel like that's all that needs to happen.
Yeah,
And guess what? People watch it.
people would watch it.
As long as he gets thrown beers at the end of the match.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
That's,
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna see.
that's what they'll
That's
do.
what I'm there to see. I don't give a fuck about nothing else.
Rumored main event that was supposed to happen for the women's belt was going to be a fatal 4-way, but the 4 horsewomen event next year.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. But it's not happening, so don't
Nope.
worry about it.
No,
That happened.
But Ronda's back.
You know what's funny? If they would do that, because they're trying to get all the unified belts, they might actually unify the women's belts then too. They would have. I feel like they would have.
yeah, probably.
Like one of them would have the SmackDown women's belt, the other one would have the Raw women's belt, and they would unify them just like how they're fine.
What they
Reigns and
do?
Brock.
They already do.
Yeah, like Charlotte has SmackDown, Becky has Raw.
So
Yeah.
the build-up was there. I don't
Yeah.
know if they'll still do it, but it's
I doubt they will do because they have Ron doing whatever she's doing for whatever belt.
Ronda's going for Charlotte.
And then,
Charlotte.
Yeah,
what, Bianca has her title shot, right?
She's going against Becky.
Against Becky. All right.
She's
Yeah.
going for Becky.
Yeah, she deserved it.
Yeah, that's a good match.
For the record, she deserved it.
Some people said that Liv Morgan should have won it, but
I don't
Liv Morgan has the little asterisk by her name because she got beat by Becky.
Yeah.
So that was done and done. So that finished. So
she should have won it when she faced Becky at day 1.
if she was to win it, yes.
Who, Liv?
Liv.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the reason everyone's like, even against like Bianca, because didn't she get squashed as soon as Becky came back?
Yes.
Which is like, that was weird.
That's exactly what happened. Exactly.
Yeah, oh well.
Yeah, they'll figure something out.
But that card was kind of whatever.
Next up, just a quick little thing about Rey De Reyes, the
Oh,
AAA
yeah.
pay-per-view. So John Morrison made his comeback match
Oh,
again.
cool.
He went again. He was the main event.
Johnny Atlas. What do you go by?
John. So he has a new one.
Oh.
Johnny Superstar.
So let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. And he went against El Hijo de Vikingo. So I caught some of the highlights. It was a pretty good match.
Oh, Viking, no, that's who he faced.
Yeah, he's the makeup campeon.
Oh, he was the main event after the Omega and Andrade. It was the hair versus mask match.
Oh, that match.
Yeah,
that
he won the makeup campeon.
That was really good.
It was for the main belt, the Mega Championship.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yep. And so, but the other big thing that come out of this is also Taya Valkyrie's return. She came back and she won the #1 contendership for the Reina Reina's title.
Buena loca.
Yeah. So
Are they
she.
married?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. So I said earlier, Deanna Pross is probably going to lose that to Taya.
Oh, of course.
I can see it.
Or either that or Taya's going to make her way back to Impact.
I could see that also.
Yeah.
She is a one-time Knockouts Women's Champion, and she's actually, I think they said she's
She's
actually,
already signed with TNA.
No, she was in TNA
She
before,
left. She went to WWE.
and the WWE dropped her.
We're talking about Taya.
Taya Valkyrie,
Yeah.
John Morrison's wife.
Yeah, she recently signed. No.
No.
She's in AAA.
She went to WWE. She was in NXT as
Frankie Monet.
Frankie Monet,
Oh yeah.
and then they released her
Yeah, I know. I'm
Is
pretty
that-
sure she showed up on Impact.
recently.
No.
Who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Yes, she did.
No.
I'm almost certain she did.
No, because Impact hasn't.
It was after she was released.
She might have showed up for maybe like a thing, like a promo, maybe like not wrestling.
She hasn't done anything.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Then you're
Well,
probably
well,
confusing or something.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, that was the big thing. They had a 5-way match with a surprise, which I thought I called it. So it's going to be Taya. And it was. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be a good match. Pretty sure they've wrestled before.
Yeah. I think Deanna took the belt off her in Impact. The Knockouts belt.
Oh yeah, before she left.
Before she left to go to WWE.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. And then where are we now? But yeah, so that was a big thing. Revolution.
You forgot something.
Did I?
Yeah. Carlos Cabrera signed with AAA
Oh yeah. He was the Spanish announcer for WWE.
for almost 30 years, bro.
Yeah, they released him and now he's in AAA.
As a Sure.
So Revolution is 2 weeks away.
This
March
next
6th.
next and Sunday.
It's his birthday, the day after his birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can watch.
Yeah, it's not this Sunday, it's
You can
the
watch that
Sunday
one.
after.
Okay, cool.
March
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first,
oh,
first
You guys are gonna be at my house all weekend.
Party!
Yeah. Yep, we're gonna be here all weekend. I still have probably like 10 days left.
Oh, dude, that's been over.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I already think I have the paperwork.
Oh, you know what? No, I have 6 days left. Thank you.
You know.
It's
Yeah.
okay. I already have it notarized.
No. He has less than a week left. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I already
He has it's fine left.
Listen,
You never paid me.
He didn't have to.
yeah,
He had 30 days.
yeah, you evicted me. I don't have to pay you shit, but I still get 30 days.
First month's rent. So you just live here for free?
Yeah, pretty much. You didn't give me a chance to pay you.
Yeah.
That's your fault. Yeah.
You're a shitty sales.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, business.
So guess what? Even if I didn't pay you, there's still squatters' rights.
That's not how
No, that's not. He lied here.
He didn't know that.
I do
He does know that.
And either way, I still have 6 days before I'm evicted from here.
No,
James Storm used to say, Tyler, sorry about your damn.
Fuck. All right.
That's what
All right.
Revolution.
So Revolution's coming up.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to be the last 3 people in the ladder?
So who's in it? Let's go who's in it before we actually.
You want to know who's in it?
So we got
The Hosses.
We have Keith Lee.
Keith Lee
We have Wardlow.
Wardlow.
We have Powerhouse.
and Power. Oh shit.
Yeah. All big men that have to climb a ladder
So far.
to get a brass ring.
Alright. Who? How many people? How many more pit slots?
It's 3.
It's six.
Yeah.
So three.
Yeah.
So we got 3 already. 3 more.
Yeah.
And have they announced the other qualifier matches?
I don't think so.
There's probably one coming up Dynamite tomorrow.
Probably.
Oh, did you want to talk about last week's Dynamite? It was pretty good.
Yeah, we can talk about last week's Dynamite. I was gonna wait for him.
Go ahead.
All right. So this past week's Dynamite was actually a pretty nice card. It wasn't too bad at all. We started off the night with CM Punk sitting in the middle of the ring, crisscross applesauce, with a nice box in front of him. I don't know what the box is about. But anyways,
What's in the box?
he talks about how he's gonna face Maxwell Jacob Friedman. He's like, I remember all my tough matches I had. That's like, oh, I probably should remember a tough match. You know, tough. I don't know how many times he said tough in that promo.
A lot.
But basically, he's like, well, this is the type of match we're going to make. He opens the box. He takes out dog collars. So basically, we're gonna have a dog collar match between Maxwell Jacob Friedman and CM Punk.
And it's because of the whole like MJF compared himself to Roddy Piper.
Ah, yes.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's all full circle.
Yes.
Connects.
Full collar.
Full dog. Yeah, so that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. So that was nice. That was a nice way to open up the match. Cause remember MJF did come out
He
actually.
didn't say anything.
He didn't say jack shit.
He
and
came out. The
walked
fans
back.
booed him, and he said, "Drop the mic and walk back."
Walked back.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's good stuff.
That was
I
good.
can't wait to see that match. This build up.
Job.
His build up's been really nice. Really nice. So after that, did we have a match or did it go to the Hangman promo with Adam Cole? I don't remember. But we might as well get the promo.
We'll get there.
So Hangman comes out, starts talking about Adam Cole, and Adam Cole comes out, and then basically the big line that I took from that night was basically Adam Cole told Adam Page is like, man, when we're under the same roof, they only call you the other Adam.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Because even back then,
Yeah,
because they were both in the ring.
they're both in the Ring of Honor at the same time.
Yeah.
So that was
well, and then what? He's like, yeah, I'll see you then, and he walked out, and then Red Dragon came out, and beat the shit.
they jumped Adam Page. It was crazy. And then didn't
Dark Order came out the same.
Dark Order came out to make the save.
And they beat up all the security guards, and 10 went nuts.
10 went nuts. 10 threw a security guard over the ring on the other security guards.
Yeah, that's good.
He died.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and that led to that Rampage match.
Yeah, 10 versus Adam Cole, which I didn't see Rampage.
I
didn't
saw
get a
Rampage.
chance to
It was
watch it.
pretty good.
We'll get to that.
There was a match after that opening promo. You know what match it was?
Was it the qualifier?
No, it was Brian Danielson against Lee Moriarty.
Oh, that's right.
That was a good.
That was a good match. That was a good open.
That was a
You're
good
right.
match.
You're right. But basically, Brian Danielson basically wanted to get the what did he call it? The brutality out of Lee Moriarty. He wanted
him. Now he knew what violence was.
Yeah, so he started slapping him, basically pissing off Lee Moriarty to a point where Lee Moriarty started being brutal back to Brian Danielson. So that was a nice little storytelling in that match. Of course, Brian Danielson won.
Yeah,
but
it was crazy technical.
But just that little storytelling was just beautiful for Lee Moriarty.
That was a really good match.
Then didn't he cut a promo afterwards where he called out Mox?
Yeah,
Yeah, Mox
did come out. And
Mox
then they
did
had that
come
little promo they had.
They had that little promo saying, "Well, you gonna join me or what?" And Mox is like, "I don't join anybody I haven't bled with yet."
Yeah,
And
so
I was
that's
like, "Oh shit!"
yeah. So they're gonna have that match sometime soon.
So are they gonna do that Revolution or have they not announced
It
it?
might have Revolution.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's been announced yet.
They haven't announced the other qualifier matches yet. So,
Okay.
we'll see.
Well, I mean that might just be a match itself, like on the card.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying in general.
Well,
too.
in general.
Yeah.
But it's
Well, they do have the tag team battle royal. It's happening tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Because it's going to be a triple
yeah.
threat
It's a
for...
triple threat for the tag belts.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to watch.
It has to be.
Um,
I don't know who else they'd be. But anyways, we also had the Face of the Revolution qualifier match between Wardlow and Max Caster. To be honest, I thought they gave Max Caster a little too much.
They've been doing that recently with Wardlow, just because they're pushing him to be more like babyface.
Okay.
So he said he's been taking more like he's been selling more instead of just jobbing jobbers.
I just felt like he just needed to just kill Max Caster and walk to the back.
Yeah, because
That's
they
all
started
he
doing
needed.
that when he went against Blade, and Blade beat the shit out of him.
Oh, that's true. They did. I didn't like that either. I was like, Wardlow should be this
But
monster. I don't know
that's
why.
because they want him to start wrestling. He started selling, Because
Yeah.
besides just powerbombing everyone and rocking out the ring, which is good, but it's because the other guys are already like.
But you can be a face and do that. Look at Warrior.
That's what I'm saying. Well, exactly. But
Well,
Bad example.
but still, like he just showed up and fucked him up, and he was over and he was a face. Like
Yeah.
Wardlow could just show up, powerbomb, pin him, leave.
basically, well, that's what it leads to. But it's because they want to probably stretch it out over time.
Yeah, I guess.
What do you guys think about the qualifiers?
I haven't even watched it, so
No, like
Well,
who's already in?
who's
Like
in the
Keith
match?
Lee's in the qualified ladder match.
Wardlow,
and
Powerhouse
Powerhouse Hobbs.
I mean, I like the three. I don't know who the other three will be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's how he
I
does.
do like the three.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I've been wanting to watch ever since Keith Lee got in there. I mean, Wardlow's a special exception, I guess, but I wanted to watch Keith Lee versus Hobbs. So, I mean, I'll get that a taste of it. I don't know. I don't see them putting, like, big men. Like, the other three won't be big men. But who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool.
No, I'm not saying it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I'm just like the way that I see it.
That
I
makes
think
sense.
I think they're gonna show off like okay, this is our the small talent, and these are big talent. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
gonna have a showcase in a way.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I don't know. Like, what's it for? Like what's that?
So
For the face of the Revolution, basically, you become number 1 contender for the TNT title.
Yeah,
Immediate.
immediately.
Okay, that's what. I don't know. Who else deserves it then? You know?
Is there any other? Again?
Is there any more big men that deserve it?
Big man.
And Cage. That's the only guy.
But he's not going to wrestle for them.
Yeah,
He's upset.
That's the only guy I can
He's
think
being a
of.
pansy. Big.
Trying to think of like the other big guys.
10?
10.
10, I would say, would be pretty cool. But they haven't really done much with.
He had a match against Adam Cole on Rampage.
Yeah, but I'm not saying him in general, but I'm talking
Oh.
about like his faction or whatever. His
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what their plans are for that. Unless he takes off the mask or puts a different mask on.
Well, they changed.
Alan Angels took off the
Yeah,
mask.
they
Yeah.
did change his mask. He was like half split mask. It's cool.
No.
He looks like Slater also.
Yeah,
Do
he
you
does.
think we get a surprise? Because don't we? Isn't
Because I think there's a surprise usually that comes in like the mystery.
Oh yeah.
Because wasn't it Matt Sydal the last year when they did the Face Revolution?
I don't even.
No, because that was like the Casino Battle Royal.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was Cena.
No, the surprise last time was Brian Cage,
Oh yeah, it was
and
Brian.
then he
Cage.
threw Darby to the ladder and Darby got injured.
Yeah, and he went against Mox.
Yeah. So that's who that surprise entrant was.
But I think Tyler's right. I agree with him that they can't.
no, they'll probably be
Because at the end of the day, it's a ladder.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be good. They're gonna have a good mix.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, Keith Lee can move like a smaller dude.
But he's not going to be jumping off the fucking top of the ladder.
You want
He's not going to do it how Dante Martin does it.
So
No, but
He ain't going
otherwise,
to be jumping off the top.
I can mean it.
one that I see is Penta. Like Ray Phoenix is injured.
I could see that.
Oh,
Penta,
Penta would be better.
Penta would be a good one, and he's wild.
Aren't they?
no,
Are they not tag champs?
No,
No.
Jurassic Quest.
Oh yeah.
they
yeah,
lost the
yeah.
Jurassic Quest, and
No,
then
but,
remember Ray Phoenix got hurt.
Yeah.
Remember his arm?
Stop. Anyways, but no, well, Penta right now
Loppy.
they're gonna bring back his Penta Dark because they had that promo.
No. Penta Dark.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, so it's going to be on AEW Dark the whole time?
Yeah, probably. No, because Malachi mentioned him, and they get that promo where he goes like, he's like, ever since you did that, he goes, Penta's been feeling like, more like his darker side is basically gonna come out,
Mm.
and they went unburied the mask he used to have.
Oh, I
okay.
did see that.
Yeah, so I'm kind of excited about that.
Speaking of Malachi, in the promo,
Dude, that promo.
we cut. There's a song behind it.
Yeah, he goes,
Yeah.
the mystery man, and you see someone walk in.
Yeah.
I feel like that is Buddy Matthews.
Yeah, I agree. But
Yeah.
Dude, he's the best kept secret. He's the mystery man.
well, he's secret no more.
He's secret no more now,
Yeah.
actually.
Although I would like to see them like feud because like the whole thing when he came out was like it's like yeah Matthew did this to me
Yeah, and he's,
and like they had the whole they still wanted to have that rivalry.
yeah. So that'd be cool. Hopefully that happens.
That was good storytelling.
That's
So let's go ahead and move on here. The next match. Inner Circle implodes.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally what it was called.
We had Santana and Ortiz take on Jake Hager and Chris Jericho. I forgot I was actually a fan of Jake Hager.
Yeah, dude. And yeah,
It's so good.
Hey, dude. Yeah,
I
fit.
forgot I was actually when he went up and did that swagger splash bomb.
Mhm.
I was like, "Let's fucking go!"
He does the big old Vader bomb, right?
Yeah, big old
Yeah.
Vader bomb.
But dude, no, he got shape because he was gone for a good while, right? He was training. So
I
he's
thought he was injured.
He got his ass kicked in
well, because he was doing.
Bellator
Was
fight.
that what it was?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, he got the shit beat out of him.
I don't keep
Well,
up.
that was forever ago when he had the black guy.
Oh, I mean,
No, he's been gone. He came back a while, and then he was gone for a while because I think he wanted to focus on training for MMA.
Mm.
But then now he's just back. But now he's like, in shape, and it's nuts. Now he looks like a fucking monster. But yeah, that's good. I enjoyed it. Eddie Kingston came out, felt powerful.
Took a bump.
Did take a bump.
He Jericho did the triangle dropkick where Kingston's on the apron and Jericho springboards off the adjacent ropes and basically drop kicks
Eddie.
Kingston, and
Yeah.
Kingston flew out of the ringside, and basically the finish wasn't they countered the Judas effect.
Yeah, I think they reversed it into their finisher, their tag team finisher.
Yeah. basically he was trying to go for the Judas Effect, but since he had to turn his back to hit it, they kind of reversed it into their finish, which I forgot what it's called.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyways, they hit the finish on them and then basically pin them.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3. Honestly, the right people won.
Yeah.
They needed that win, and now they can continue this story where they can start hunting for the tag belts, I guess.
Yeah, they're in that battle royal.
Yeah. Oh, they are the tag battle.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we'll see if they can.
Dude,
win
a lot of good teams are fair countries in it. Like most of their tag teams are excited.
That'll be good.
Then we'll move on to the next match here. We actually had a no DQ match between Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was really good. I enjoyed it.
I remember the power spot with the stack of chairs.
Yeah, that was not really.
That's super nice. But basically, Thunder Rosa did win that match. But what happened afterwards is Britt Baker, her peanut gallery come out. And they start jumping Mercedes Martinez. Well, actually, no, they jumped Thunder Rosa. And then they canned her the pipe.
Yeah, they gave Mercedes Martinez the pipe.
Like, finish it.
Yeah, they're like, do it. Oh, fucking that one dude from the Cobra Kai was there.
Yeah.
He's the actor from the Netflix show.
Yeah,
He was
I
there.
know.
And he was like, she's weak. Show no mercy. And I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
I don't.
this guy.
The thing is, I don't watch it, so I had no clue who it was. And they didn't even like.
Well, I mean, he's from the original movie, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, but like, I don't recognize him now. When was the original movie out?
Show no.
Anyways, he was like finisher or whatever, good old.
Yeah.
But they gave her the pipe, and she was like hesitant to do it. And then Jamie Hayter just came in with her big old accent.
Yeah, Jimmy Hayter's like, let me show you something, kid.
She has a good accent.
Yo, is Mr. Miyagi still alive?
That dude?
Yeah.
Probably not. That man was old, man.
Did
He
he?
passed away.
All right, listen. Get Jackie Chan to team up with
No.
because he was Mr. Miyagi in the remake.
No.
Only if we can get a Karate Kid, what's it called? Vignette or a training montage.
Dude.
I'm in. You
Ethan Page.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Karate man. Some kid asked him that, like at the signing, and he goes, "Just for you." And he on his little billboard thing, he put the headband on it with the red stripe.
Hell yeah, bro. And the funny thing is, at the end of the training montage, we were actually looking for Joshua Alexander.
Oh, sorry, we got the wrong guy from the team.
Wrong guy from North. Wrong guy from the North.
That's dirty.
But then after that, main event time. It's time for the main event.
This is right.
Close. We had Darby Allin in go for the TNT title. Sammy Guevara.
That was a good match
That was a good.
because they had that match before, like way. What?
Towards the beginning.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. That was a good match too. But anyways, this recent match was really good. I was obsessed with it.
I kind of want Andrade to win it. Like he's probably the next contender.
I think he's gonna be the next contender.
It makes sense.
That'd be cool, yeah.
Then he can kind of continue the thing with Darby, where he's like, I want the key.
Don't
the key.
Mr. Sting, sell me the kiss.
Send me the chocolate.
Anyway, that match was good. I think one of the best spots in it was when Darby went for that dive he normally does, and Sammy turned into a cutter outside of the ring.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Oh,
The cameraman didn't spazzing out. They didn't know how to take that.
It was so
Take
smooth.
that shot. But what else happened?
I mean, Andrade came in towards the end.
Oh, did he? I couldn't finish the match.
So basically, like they're in the end all this match. Darby was in control towards the end. He went up for the coffin drop, and Andrade came out, or his assistant came out first, was distracted the ref, and he hit Darby with his iPad.
Nice.
And then
That's what that
Yeah.
was.
yeah, and then Sammy got up and was like what happened? Whatever. And then he puts him in the position and hits him with the GTH.
Oh,
One,
okay.
two, three.
Go to hell.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. That was it. But and then Andrade talked shit to Sammy. Stole and then did they beat up Sammy? I think they beat up Sammy. Or something. He ended up leaving with the TNT title. Remember? He took it, he's like at the end.
Nice.
He's very no
Andrade did it. Ooh.
Andrade.
Nice.
Yeah, he took the title, was like, I'm gonna be the next champion.
Ooh, so we might get triple threat, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. If not, it'll just be like against Street fans, but if not, maybe it'll just be I can see it being a triple threat.
Yeah,
Since
why
Andrade
not?
has to be for Darby.
It's writing it basically.
Yeah.
Darby got screwed. Sammy got his belt stolen. Andrade has a belt, but Sammy still has another belt because of 2 belts.
I mean, Sammy's still champ. So he's gonna have his belt, but next time we see him,
Shit, if he could steal the other belt, he could give it to Jose and have Jose walk around.
Yeah.
man, I know.
Oh, like Mako Nakazawa did for Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fucked around with belts on his shoulders.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? But that was AEW.
Yeah, that was bad. Rampage was pretty good.
Rampage
It
had
was-
10 against
And
Cole.
Cole. That's all I remember.
I think there was
It was Hobbs and Dante Martin.
Hamza Dante, it was
Okay,
a
yeah.
qualifying match.
Yeah, that was a pretty good match.
And then the main event was Jay White versus Trent Beretta.
I still have
Oh yeah,
Which
that
is
was good.
Extremely good match.
Yeah.
Really?
And that's what I'll say about it. Yeah, because we watched the Impact one.
That's true. We did watch that.
But the thing is, him and Trent have wrestled before because they were both in New Japan.
Yep.
So that was an extremely good match.
All right.
And that's all I'll say about that. So you have to watch
Yeah.
it.
You gotta watch it. Pretty good.
Damn
So Wrestling Observer, they had their year-end awards, 2021. I just want to go through some of them and kind of see what our opinions are. So,
It's kind of their version of the Slammy, I guess.
Yeah,
Or like
basically.
who they pick are like best wrestlers.
Yeah, so basically they have like their audience vote.
so worst announcer of the year, Corey Graves.
Worst?
Worst announcer. It's because people are on the Pat McAfee train right now.
Okay, I
Yeah,
guess.
Pat McAfee's really good.
He is.
Extremely.
He is.
Best announcer, Excalibur.
Dude, I like him. I like him as an announcer.
So, Bono, one thing about Excalibur, and one of my favorite things, like he wears a mask and he's an announcer. Yeah, he just does it. It's great.
While wearing masks.
Because he used to wrestle.
Well, yeah, but
That's why.
he wanted to continue.
Yeah,
wearing
so
a
he
mask.
never
Yeah, he never got unmasked. Or
Yeah.
anything.
Worst gimmick was Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I guess. That makes
Gimmick
sense.
of the year, Roman Reigns.
Oh, it's
Tribal Chief.
it's me.
Basically.
Worst show of the year, Survivor Series. And Survivor Series was really
That's why they
good.
get rid of the brand split.
No.
Why do I not remember Survivor? What
Because
was
it was terrible.
No shit.
That's okay. We didn't watch it, but I'm just like, I don't remember what was even on the card.
Biggie lost to Reigns.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's all I had to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark that in my memory.
And then show of the year was All Out.
All out. Yep. That was nuts.
Let's see, and then we had move of the year was Hangman's Buckshot Lariat. Technical Wrestler of the Year, named after him, the Daniel Bryanson or Brian Danielson. Fuck. Technical Wrestler of the Year,
That's a mouth.
Brian Danielson.
That's
Rookie of the Year was Jade Cargill.
Rookie of the year.
Interesting.
Most Improved Wrestler of the Year, Tay Conti.
yeah, she did good.
Of course.
She did way better.
Best Brawler, John Moxley.
Who else was in contention?
I don't know.
Best High Flyer, Ray Phoenix.
That dude carried the pandemic era.
Yeah.
That dude carried.
Overrated Wrestler of the Year, Evil.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Underrated Wrestler of the Year, Ricochet. Which I
I agree. That's because like they don't.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
Put him. Take him back to like.
Switch spots with him and Trey Miguel, and I think we'd actually be in a similar position.
Here we go. Underrated.
worst for feud of the year was Randy Orton versus The Fiend and Alexa Bliss.
That's fair, I guess.
Yeah, it started
Yeah.
out
It started off good,
good.
but when
It
it
got
got to
weird.
Mania and everything, you're just like, what the?
Yeah.
Well, because they didn't
Put in
know.
the box now.
Yeah, because they didn't know what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then they had bingo.
Feud of the year, what do you think it is? Because it's kind of up.
Oh, yeah, I know what it is. You want me to just say? But fair. I'd say it's probably Kenny and Hangman.
What do you think it is?
I think that was right. I've heard about the awards and stuff.
Tyler?
Banda.
Yes, it was Hangman versus Kenny.
So much build up. Like, it was good.
Worst match of
I
the
would
year,
guess that.
The Miz versus Damian Priest in a zombie lumberjack match.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
They had-
WrestleMania Backlash.
they had zombies come out because they were promoting that Netflix movie that came out with that Batista in it.
Yeah, the Army of the Dead, which
That-
is
it
a
was-
great movie.
It's an okay movie. I
No, no,
enjoyed
no.
it. I enjoyed it.
The match, not so much.
Have you watched Army of Thieves? The prequel.
The prequel?
There's a prequel.
No, I haven't.
It's about the locksmith. Army of Thieves. Watch it.
Alright,
Really fucking
I'll have to
good.
watch it. I'll have to watch it.
Anyways, and then
How lumberjacks have matches.
yeah, then they have a zombie rap Not two.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I didn't even know it happened.
I knew.
Match of the year: the Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks and Steel Cage.
That was so.
Stupid.
Oh my god,
Stupid.
that shit was wild.
They didn't have to do all that. But
They brought out a Nike with the thumbtacks.
The thing is, we just have to watch all this.
Yeah, we do. We should watch All In.
All
Like
the first
what
one.
started it.
Oh, dude, the dildo druids?
Oh my god. Yeah.
What?
The penis druids.
The
Don't
PP
worry.
The
Don't worry.
PP druids.
Just penis druids.
Yeah.
Just penis druids.
Yeah.
All in wrestling.
The most charismatic wrestler of the year, CM Punk.
Yep.
Most outstanding wrestler of the year, Shingo Takagi.
Yeah, he was good.
Women's MVP of the year, Utume Hayashida, which I think she's from Stardom.
Stardom.
Yeah. So I don't know much about her,
Yep.
but now I'm curious about watching.
Yeah. No, we'll have to.
Tag team of the year, the Young Bucks, and wrestler of the year, Kenny Omega.
Kenneth Omega.
Kenneth Omega.
Well, he did have like, what, 4 or 5 promotions on his back, basically.
Yeah. Basically.
For most of 2020.
Yeah, he had all the main belts.
Exactly.
Oh my god. But yeah. That was that. And now coming up on the whatever, because it doesn't have a date. The New Japan Cup.
What does the winner get from this? Do they just win a cup?
They win a cup, and usually they like are in contention for the title. What?
I just thought of something. Cup. So yeah, cup. So what I was thinking is if we ever do a tournament,
Yeah.
the winner should just get a Slurpee. And that's the
Slurp.
cup. That's the cup.
I don't know if you did for Soul Calibur.
I think we should do it for the Piston Cup.
Isn't it?
They did what in this cup?
It'll be the Piston Cup.
All right. Smash Bros tournament. You're bringing that trophy back.
What?
Yeah, with that trophy.
You won that trophy. Anyways,
Yeah, we're gonna put it
that's
back
a
in the
different thing. That's our Dark Productions. Thank you.
Thank you.
So some of the matches that I'm
Wait,
excited
what? No.
some of the matches I'm excited for, right? Okada against El Desperado,
Ooh.
which is gonna be fucking good. There is Seema's in New Japan.
See
Right.
New Japan?
Yeah.
I
And
did like it.
he's against Taka Michinoku, who hasn't wrestled in a while.
Yep, I was like, I don't know what that is. So.
He invented the Michinoku driver.
That makes sense.
If
Yeah.
you remember, do you remember Kai and Tai? The Japanese tag team
Do you-
back in the Attitude
do you remember the guy-
Funaki?
Oh, maybe.
The other Asian
The
guy,
other Asian
Taka
guy.
Michinoku.
Oh.
You remember the guy who was the manager for Zack Sabre Jr. in New Japan?
No.
Okay, well that.
Kai and Tai.
Shut up. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
It's interesting.
let's see. There's a bunch of people that get buys in this. But Jeff Cobb's in it.
Ooh, okay.
He'll probably win his match. He'll probably go against Kojima, which would be good.
That would be good.
Kota Ibushi versus the Great Okan. And then winner of that will go against Taiji Ishimori.
Hey, Hikale, right in this tournament?
Hikuleo?
Yeah.
No. He's in Strong. New Japan Strong.
Still New Japan.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but this
they
is
try to keep it somewhat separated.
Yeah.
I guess.
They've had some crossover recently.
Their own brand split, I guess.
Yeah,
technically. This is just like everyone that's in America.
yeah. Let's see, and then there's Bushi against Will Ospreay, and
That's
the winner
a
will
good
go
match.
against El Fantasma.
That's
So
just gonna be.
either way, it's gonna be good.
Yes.
And then one that me and Jim are really excited for: Tomohiro Ishii against Shigo Takagi.
Oh, they're just gonna kill each other out there.
And then another one that I'm excited for is Hiromu against Sho. And then the winner goes against the one and only Minoru Suzuki.
Ooh.
And it's gonna be I want Hiromu to win that. Because that's gonna be
Takahashi?
Yeah.
Okay.
the time bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if he wins that, that's gonna one of them's gonna die. One of them's gonna die. Either Hiromu's gonna snap his neck or fucking
How many neck injuries has it been now for this guy?
every time he wins a title, pretty much, he gets hurt.
As soon as he gets it, he's like, oh, my neck's gone, bro.
I don't think he's lost the title. He's always just gotten hurt.
He said it like
He had to make it.
Make it. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
So yeah, but yeah, that's happening. So that'll be good. That'll be something to watch because it's a big ass tournament. I don't really know how many members there are.
Too many.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be good.
So there's 48 people in this
Wow.
tournament.
That's a big old tournament.
Yeah.
half of them are getting buys.
Yeah.
That's fair.
About half.
Well, third. Yeah.
Third.
Yep. Yeah. So that's that. Banda. So last time we weren't able to record because we had some technical issues. And we sat and watched some wrestling styles for you to kind of differentiate from. So I want you to tell me what styles you remember.
I remember chain grappling, I believe that's one of them.
Yep.
correct?
Yep, that's kind of more old school wrestling.
Mhm.
Yep. Chain wrestling, chain grappling.
So we saw a lot of that. And we saw
Do you remember who we watched?
I honestly don't remember the name of who we watched. It was a really old.
Do you remember anything about them?
I just remember it was a really old match.
Okay.
It's been 2 weeks.
It was Owen Hart versus Bret Hart.
Oh, that's
And it wasn't any of the big ones,
Well, that's
but it was
right.
on
They're
Oh.
brothers.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
two technical wrestlers, so that it was more of a technical match
Mhm.
to show off how that goes. So what can you tell, like, I guess points or highlights of like those of that type of style?
Well, let's see here. I remember it being very fluid in a sense, how they would just go off of each other to like do grapples.
Yep.
And the way that they played from each other's grapples in a sense was pretty quick.
Yep.
So
Okay.
I do remember.
Yep. So it's very fluid. A lot of just wrestling around or up in wrestling. Yeah, it's a lot of being in a hold and changing out of the hold.
And
all
then
right.
immediately putting the other person in.
Right. All right. So
It's a chess match. Think of it like that.
yeah, it's like collegiate wrestling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This time.
All right. So next one you said high flyer.
Mhm.
So what? Do you remember what match we watched?
Dang it! There was. I remember one of them is a bodybuilder. I'm trying to remember his name.
Bodybuild.
He was the person who was going against the person who was doing like more of the high flyer moves. I'm trying to remember who it was.
I'm trying to remember. Oh shit! Did I delete that playlist? No. I did.
Not your what's this name?
Well,
What was his name?
Oh,
Shawn Michaels.
Was it?
oh, we watched.
We watched Shawn versus Taker.
No, Shawn
it
versus
wasn't
Angle.
Taker. It was
Oh, WrestleMania 21?
Yeah. That's
Oh,
that's like
good.
out of
That's
Oh,
good.
that one wasn't much of a high flying. It was a little bit of a mix of like
It was just a good.
It
technical
was a good
and I guess showmanship type.
It was match of the year, right? Or match of the decade, right? No, Angle. I'm thinking of Taker. I said Taker.
It did win. I think it did win an award. It got a 5-star rating.
Yeah.
It got a 5-star.
All right. So, what did you think of that match?
I really like that one. To
Yeah.
be honest, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
In that type of match, I guess it's a good example of how styles can clash and work well.
Yeah.
So you got the amateur collegiate wrestling that Kurt Angle brings to the table. Or you also, well, not amateur, collegiate wrestling.
Well, that's college.
I don't know
He's he's Olympic.
wrestling.
So
Wrestling.
he's probably professional.
Greco-Roman wrestling.
Olympic level.
First of all, he's a sports entertainer. So
I wouldn't wrestle it.
So would it be better? So like it's.
So I guess what's the right term for it then?
Yeah.
Sports wrestling, would that be?
Because if you
better?
say professional wrestling, well, that's the whole genre in itself.
I
Well,
would
it
say
could be sports
Olympic
level,
level
I
wrestling.
guess.
Olympic level.
Olympic level wrestling.
well, style wise,
Yeah, would that be just Olympic wrestling? Yeah.
Style wise, I don't know.
style wise, that would technically be like collegiate.
No, but he's not in college.
Yeah,
Amateur.
collegiate means.
But he's not an amateur.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
that's it, but that's the style.
So it's
No.
Olympic
that's
style.
the argument we're having with Tyler.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to discuss here.
Amateur wrestling.
Greco-
It's not
Roman.
amateur. I know that's not the correct term. I know that's not the correct term.
Even with
Alright.
like even describing the style, that's not correct.
All right. Let's move on from that. So you
Yeah,
you enjoyed that match.
Yes.
What are the things you remember from that match?
The one thing that really pops into my mind is the fact that like I remember it's Shawn Michaels, right? I
Yeah.
remember that he set up the table, but he never actually used it until like 30 minutes afterwards.
Yeah.
Where they actually crashed through it.
Yep.
Which to me it was just something that I was like, well, why are they doing that? And you explain that it's just a setup for later.
Yes.
I didn't watch
Yeah,
it.
it's
I wasn't
he
even
was
there.
Everyone was there.
I was not even there.
No, that was you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
You're usually the one who explains things. So
Fair enough.
All right. What's another style that you remember?
mm,
'Cause we didn't go through. We didn't get a chance to go
we
through
didn't
all
go
of
through
them.
all of them.
But yeah, what else do you remember?
I feel like those are the only ones that we actually went through. Because then after that, we started watching things about like a lot of really important families in wrestling.
We did watch.
No, we did watch another match.
Yeah,
Did
we
I remember.
we watched.
Yeah,
So
we
watched the
watched
highlight.
Old ass fucking match.
But we watched that old Lucha Store match.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, it was Pero Guayo against Mil Máscaras.
T, 16.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I forgot about that.
so very much like amateur, collegiate, Olympic, Greco-Roman wrestling. I'm just gonna say fucking old. Fucking,
Because like, what's the proper term?
I would say Olympic.
I say Greco-Roman.
I'd say Olympic.
But that's not necessarily the style.
Because
Like,
it's
there's
the
more than
style that the Olympics use normally.
there's more than one like wrestling style.
Listen, now
Greco-Roman.
do you
is
want to look
just,
it up while we talk about this? Thank you.
Like you could. I don't know. I'm not.
Anyways,
gonna do it with
So we're gonna Google will be our answer.
We're a podcast about wrestling. This isn't the story.
We'll get into
Yeah.
it.
We'll
So
figure it out.
it was very much that style, but more of that big man, strong, type of Haas fight at the same time. So a little bit of mix.
It was a lot.
Okay.
It was a lot to do with strength.
You want the answer to
Yeah.
that. So literally, it pops up. There's only two things that. So Greco-Roman.
Thank
and other
you.
ones freestyle wrestling because that's what it is.
Okay, so then do we call him a freestyle wrestler?
We could say he wrestles Greco-Roman style wrestling.
Yes.
It's the same. Basically, they're both the same thing. But one's
Hey. Who's right?
I still don't think you.
What?
I don't
So
think-
hold on. So there are three main wrestling
Okay,
styles.
hold on. So now you just changed exactly what you just said.
No, here, watch.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
understand now. Now I'm confused.
Here, there are three main wrestling styles: Greco-Roman wrestling, freestyle wrestling, and folk style collegiate wrestling.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you said two.
And so what?
So
So what?
Those are basically, but that style of wrestling, that is like all together.
It's wrestling.
So you can call it collegiate, you can call
But
it
it's
Greco-Roman,
wrestling.
you call it freestyle.
So
freestyle collegiate.
then what's professional wrestling?
It's for entertainment.
That's what's look. Professional wrestling is right there because guess what? It's done on TV shows in form of entertainment.
Okay.
It's
That's
not
professional
much of
wrestling.
a competition.
Because the thing is, you can't go to like a wrestling like a college wrestling place
Me.
and be like, "This is professional wrestling," because it's not.
Well, no, it's college.
Exactly, but no. The thing is, style wise, it's not professional wrestling. Because professional happens in the ring, the squared circle.
I mean,
It's for entertainment purposes. It's for professional.
They're
wrestling.
not in a ring.
there's a squared circle.
They're on a mat, not a ring.
Yeah, but I mean,
But that's mat wrestling.
you're technically on a mat in a ring. I mean,
It's a canvas. Thank you very much. Get your terminology.
whatever.
You're just wrong.
Yeah,
And
first
you
of
won't
all,
accept
if
it.
you want to understand, you're wrong.
It does get confusing, though. Honestly,
It's
it
just
does.
not.
It doesn't.
It does get.
He,
All right.
It doesn't matter because he's wrong. It's okay.
All right, so we
I figured it was just sports wrestling because it's it's done like sports wise. Like,
Go sports.
All right.
Anyways,
so
I know the other match we watched that he doesn't remember.
well, now that he's talked about the Lucha Libre one, now I remember that one too.
What's the other one we watched then?
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
remember the other one.
Okay,
besides
so-
that one.
so before you say that one, we also watched the highlights of Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bates from NXT
Was that the
Chicago.
was, oh,
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, to show more of that European style
Oh,
joint
so okay.
manipulation.
In that case, that I do remember that.
Yeah, and then we'll still.
We watched Kota Ibushi.
I don't want to talk about that one.
No. Not the one who wrestles the sex doll.
Although we did watch.
We
that.
did watch
Oh, we
that.
did
We
watch
did watch that. No, where he ran against Devitt,
Oh, all right.
which is Finn Balor.
Yeah, 2008.
Yeah, we watched that.
that's
We watched
We watched that before we watched the.
Oh, we also watched Ibushi
Where-
versus.
Where he won, right? But
Who else?
Bill Balor won, right?
Finn Balor did win. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember
We
that.
watched
And
that.
then we also watched one. Where
No,
like,
we
they were-
watched
We watched
Tana
Tanahashi.
against. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, the one
no.
where like
Who was
where
that?
Tyler explained what a young lion
Lita?
is, right?
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah.
Isn't that no?
It was Tanahashi versus Young Lion, but it happened to be somebody.
I mean,
Yeah, but
was
no.
and then we saw who it was.
I don't know. I thought that was it
No, it was Gato.
was Gato.
It was Gato. Gato was the young lion.
It was
Oh.
Gato.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match.
That was a good one.
All right, so so that's kind of a whole different thing. But what can you remember the differences between the heavyweights and the junior weights, aside from their physical side difference?
That's true.
Jeez, I
I mean, yeah, you're trying to ask him a question
Yeah,
about something that he
I
doesn't
was-
know, nor
I was-
He didn't really
what's
pay
recent.
attention.
I was just gonna talk
That,
about
to be
this
honest.
style wise.
All right, style wise, overall, Japanese wrestling. What do you
for
feel?
the Japanese one, what I recall the most was like about their finisher moves, and I like they had to go ahead and like go through a lot of things to actually acquire one.
Correct. It's
That's the
more.
thing that I remember.
It means more when they hit the finisher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
part
And
of the journey.
before that, they're a young lion. Before that,
That's part of their training process. That's
Okay.
different. We can get to young lines way later down the road.
Yeah, see, he held on to something
Not important to what we're needed.
Well, it was important. Like he's learning.
Well, yeah.
But
But
it just wasn't what we were asking.
so Japanese wrestling is very much
well,
strike
it's more
strike
more,
heavy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's more brutal looking.
Yeah.
from what
Yeah.
I recall.
Yep.
If that's what you
It's-
were talking about.
Antonio Inoki, his vision for New Japan
It was
was
also it's also a lot longer too. The
Yes.
matches were long.
a lot more storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be more of a competition. Inoki's like plan and vision for New Japan was to be more like a mix of professional wrestling and MMA. So MMA, you have these long bouts a lot of the time. Sure, it usually never goes like more than half an hour, because some New Japan matches go up to an hour.
But it was looked at as a competition.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Ibushi versus Sexal. What was that one?
Fuck that.
Yeah, real good. You put on a clinic, bro.
You said it, but you were
You
wrong
like
the whole
the
time.
match.
It doesn't matter. Like I don't know. It's not a competition.
Yeah, you're right. It's not.
You're right.
That type of wrestling was a comedic.
We'll call that professional wrestling because it was for entertainment.
Sure.
Do you see the difference about that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I get it.
That's the,
But they're all for entertainment.
now
No.
it's competitive.
How is it competitive? It's all predetermined.
No. Exactly. But
So-
but
He's
we're
still
talking about
saying
like Greco-Roman wrestling, like a competition. That's not really for entertainment.
Well, people watch
find
it. It is on
entertaining.
TV.
Still watch it.
People find it entertaining.
Exactly. It's like boxing. It's like any other combat sport.
Yeah.
You can watch it because you find it entertaining, but it's still competitive.
All right.
As it should be.
Yes.
What do you remember from Kodo versus the Sexal?
It was pretty hilarious.
Okay.
Okay. That's good.
Fair enough.
That's good.
Fair enough.
The thing is, you're just like the crowd. Everyone fucking loved it. They were berserk over it.
Yeah, because those
He went above and beyond to like sell quite a few things.
Yeah,
he did
sell
himself
everything.
around the ring.
that
Oh, of
he
course, he did all the
multiple
work.
Canadian destroyers.
Yeah, the doll stiffed him the whole match.
Basically,
It chaps.
Oh, here we go.
what that it was good.
No. We can get his rant. We can get his rant in. Why not?
Well, no, I was gonna get that. I was just gonna say. No, I want Durant, but I want Durant after this. Term for you, a new term. Stiff. What does it mean if you stiff someone?
Bing. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what it means.
Well, that's what I
Basically, stiff means somebody that, since you know it's all predetermined, whatnot, of course, they kind of choreograph some of the moves. Being stiff can be when they're too, I guess, when they're moved. For example,
They're no selling.
they're not
They're
only that.
making you look good.
No,
No.
stiffing means they actually want to hurt you.
So
Yeah.
it's like when I chop chavo.
Yeah,
It has to be stiff because there's no other way to take a chop.
yeah.
Yes. So that's stiff.
But like for example, if like there's work punches, right?
Yes.
You don't actually hit your opponent. But if I wanted to be stiff with Roman, I'd land one.
yeah. Yeah.
Or when you're chopping, you're chopping, you have to leave the hand out. Some people run their hand across the chest and it actually burns.
Yes.
So that's another way of being stiff.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for doing that?
No.
No.
Well,
Could
let's-
be either your best friends or you hate each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's what it is.
legit. Yeah.
Like,
I
if you're
think-
going to make a good match, let's make this believable.
I don't know,
Slap the fuck out of you, you better slap the fuck
That's
out
the
of
guy I feel like we need to have him watch.
Which
The
one?
Walter versus Ilya.
Ilya
Oh yeah. We'll watch some
Well,
UK stuff.
I think that's what happened in the match that we watched, where like the UK one, right?
Yeah.
Where you said they were both friends.
Yeah,
but
because they wrestled each other.
legitimately looked like they were
Because they
getting
did.
hurt.
Yeah. We didn't even watch that full match.
Yeah.
I mean, the highlights that you showed in that video were pretty amazing.
It's but the whole like match. Because here's the thing about like wrestling too is like hearing and seeing the fan reaction helps you get more into the match.
Yes.
That's where I also saw
It's
like
part
the
of
finger
it,
locking
Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
Which
Don't
is done
manipulate
there a lot.
It's like I don't. It's like besides watching highlights. Like watching highlights is cool and all, but I like watching the whole match in of itself.
Yeah, if
Because
you
then
don't
you
have
get to see everything.
if you don't have time to watch it, yeah, watch the highlights.
Yeah.
Get an idea of what happened, what's going on. But if you have the time to sit down and watch it, like sit down and watch it, it's worth it. Especially on some of those matches. Like one match that we're gonna watch soon is gonna be Johnny Gargano versus Andrade, and that's a banger of a match. That was the first 5-star match in like 7 years for WWE.
Really?
The last one before that was 2011 Money in the Bank.
Yep. So, but yeah, that's that. Tyler, go ahead with your rant on the Sexel versus Kota Ibushi.
I'm over it.
All right, good man, good man.
I'm
Good
good.
Uh,
I despise that type of shit.
what else, really?
Nothing. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
We're like an hour 40, so
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the first however much of this was just like I said.
like 5 minutes.
We'll figure
We
it out.
got to it pretty quick.
Yeah.
I mean, we stopped twice.
Yeah.
Remember Matasakas? That check bounce? So do you.